Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, DJ Academics interviewed King Von's old manager, Honey K Track, and he asked him some very interesting questions throughout the interview. By the way, I didn't even know that the man, Honey K Track, apparently raps now as well. But that's another story. Now, as far as the questions, right, the one that stuck out the most was a question that involved NBA Youngboy, and being that 100K Track was King Von's old manager, that's what made his answer even more shocking. All right. Now, to be honest, when he asked that question, my first reaction was that he was going to say, no, of course not. You know, that would never happen, blah, blah, blah. However, he tried to make sense of his answer. But to make a long story short, because he kept beating around the bush, saying things, pretty much he wanted to say yes. All right, and I'm gonna tell you the question that DJ Academics asked, and then we're gonna take it from there. Now, DJ Academics says, quote, say you have an artist you manage and they want to get a song with NBA Youngboy, they want you to handle the business. What would you do? Now, 100K Track, he explained that he wouldn't put any of his artists in a situation where if you're with him, you automatically beef him with NBA Youngboy or anybody that's his ops, because he actually wants his artists to flourish and not to beef and to just go to the next level, blah, 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 whatever. So pretty much an indirect yes. All right. Now, the answer that 100K Track gave, right, it was a good answer. It was actually a very good answer, and you could tell that he's been media trained since the last time he was on DJ Academics. However, this is why I always say that Von was around dudes who wasn't on the same type of time he was on, right? Now, Von's loyalty wasn't matched with the guy's loyalty that he was actually around, because as you can see now, certain things these guys have said or done since Von passed away, Von wouldn't do or say at all. Now, certain things Von stood on morally while he was alive, you know, through us seeing him on interviews and him just being him, these guys don't stand on the same foundation. Now, ask yourself, if the shoe was on the other foot, do y'all really think that Von will let any of his artists do music or business with someone who's affiliated with killing his quote-unquote friend? I can see Von now. Man, nah, they ain't doing no business with Youngboy. Nah, we would never do. Nah, I can't really curse, but y'all know exactly what I'm saying, man. Now, as I skim through the comments, I see a bunch of people saying, well, yes, he should let his artists work with NBA Youngboy because it's business first and not personal. And to a degree, I get the whole business, never personal narrative. However, we not talking about Von getting beat up. We not talking about Von getting finessed out of money, scammed, or any of that. We talking about Von being killed and never, ever, ever coming back, right? And a man that has made fun of your friend, quote unquote, being dead, you doing business with them, and the icing on the cake is you was actually there that night. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but there's not enough money in the world. Y'all hear me? It's not enough money in the world that will make me want to do business with someone like that. I'm sorry. And also, let this right here be a lesson that when the more a person speaks, the more you find out people's true motives and intentions, as long as you just sit back and let them talk. This is the same guy that as soon as Von died, he ran to do an interview with DJ Academics and tried blowing things over and didn't make sense at all with certain things that he said, and it was pointed out by many bloggers, many fans, and they dragged him through the mud for it. And if y'all new to what's going on, go watch the first interview 100K Track did right after Von passed away. That was like his 15 minutes of fame. Regardless of what he say, nobody knew who 100K Track was before Von passing. Nobody. But he tried to chalk it up by saying, well, for the people that don't know me, that do know me, y'all know I don't even like cameras. I don't even do things like this. Come on, y'all. Right? And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that just because Von was his artist and had beef with them guys that he automatically has to have beef, right? He has to be into it. I'm not talking about that, right? But what I am saying is this. If King Von and Track's relationship was strictly business and like nothing at all, nothing personal, just straight up, yo, I'm your manager, I'm here to manage, I'm here to do a job, and that's it, then I can understand him saying that he'll still work with Youngboy because it's all business at the end of the day and work goes on, right? But he put on this big front like him and King Von was so close. He was more than just his artist. He did so much with him, the whole 9 yards. He made it business. I mean, he made it personal. You see what I'm saying? Not just business. And not to mention, once again, he was actually there the night that Von was killed. So you can't be that desperate for money that you gotta go and do that. It has to be another way. And to be honest with you, I wonder how King Von's family, I wonder how they friends feel. I mean, his friends feel hearing him say that he would actually let his artists work with NBA Youngboy. So you gotta remember, if he's a manager, he's handling everything behind the scenes. He's actually the one engaging. You see what I'm saying? It's more than just him being the manager and just being the face and him being around. No, he's actually the one handling business when it would come to NBA Youngboy. If his artist actually decided that he wanted to do something, I mean, that they wanted to do something with NBA Youngboy. So now hearing this makes me also wonder, what else would you be willing to do with NBA Youngboy? What else would you be willing to do with Quando Rondo? What else would you be willing to do with Lil Tim? You know, like these are questions you gotta ask, man, because if you're willing to do that, that means you're willing to do other things with the other guys involved as well. You got no boundaries, you got no morals, and that's just how I see the situation. You know, no matter how much you try to dress it up and say, oh, it's just business and I don't want my artists. No, the straight up answer to that question was yes, I would let one of my artists work with NBA Youngboy. You know, no matter how much you try to dress it up or whatever the case may be. So it is what it is, man. Other than that, I want to hear what y'all think about it. Keep in mind the first interview that he did with DJ Academics, right? Keep in mind all the inconsistent stories that's been put out. Keep in mind, you know, people are alleging. I'm not, you know, I don't know this per se, but I see it all over the blogs. I see it everywhere. And not to mention, they have a lot of details and supporting details as to why they feel that your boy 100K Track is actually a cop. Now, I'm not saying he is. I don't know. We just gonna say allegedly. If you go on YouTube and you check all the videos out yourself, you could check out and see for yourself why they call him a cop. And things, I don't know, man. Things ain't looking too right for him. You know, and this interview just rubbed me the wrong way as well, because once again, I don't care who it is. If you my mans, whether we doing business or what, man, I would never do business with somebody that did harm to you and I call you my friend. It just doesn't make sense. And this is why I feel that Von was around people that didn't share the same values and loyalty that he did, which ultimately led up to his demise. But that's my spill on it. That's how I feel about it. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments, man. How y'all feel about 100K Track, King Von's manager, saying that he will actually let one of his artists do a track with NBA Youngboy. Alright, which is crazy too, because once again, now that I think about it, Lil Durk and NBA Youngboy, they got that whole back and forth going on right now. So to come in the climate of all this, and you supposed to be King Von's old manager, and you sitting there saying that you will let your artist do a song with NBA Youngboy, like, you see what I'm saying? I don't know, but once again, if he'll let one of his artists, I'm sure that now he's a rapper, he probably would take that type of clout too and do a song with NBA Youngboy as well. But anyway, y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments below, man. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping, and I'm out.